Hello students, welcome back to my physics channel. In this video I am going to discuss about projectile motion. Write down this, projectile motion. Students, you should understand one thing. What do you mean by projectile motion? See guys, whenever an object is projected, there are many situations it will get. Suppose for example, let me consider this is horizontal surface, students. Okay, fine. If you are throwing the object vertically upwards, means you should make an angle of 90 degree. Definitely the object is going straight line, that is comes under one dimensional motion. Okay, the object will follow the path straight line. What is that? Straight line. Again, once it will reach maximum height, again it will come back to the same position. This is what we will discuss in one dimensional motion. But projectile motion is not like this. Then what do you mean by projectile motion? See, we have to project an object with an angle of theta with the horizontal. Let me consider, I have projected one object with this angle of theta, that is not 90 degree, it is theta, which is less than 90 or greater than 90, whatever it may be. So what happens here? Then the body will not follow straight path, it will move in a parabolic path, students. See students, one thing you have to understand, this is called as point of projection. Point of projection. Okay. Say the maximum height it going to reach is called as maximum height, H max we will say. The distance between the initial point of projection to the point where it is reached is called as horizontal range. Student, try to catch my point. Horizontal range it is. I hope you understand what are the things we are going to discuss in this. Okay, fine. See, we are projecting this with a u velocity initial. But what we need to do here is, we need to make an angle theta, inclination is compulsory here. And one more thing, in every projectile motion, the inclination or theta should not be 90 degree. It is very important point. If it is equal to 90 degree means it will go straight and it will come straight. So it is a motion in one dimensional. This is 1D motion, students. This is 1D motion. But it is 2D motion because it is parabola, no? 2D motion we will say. Fine. Let me take what are the changes we will be getting in this projectile motion. We will see one by one, students. Okay, fine. So you know very well what is point of projection. These are theory topics you should know. Yeah. H max, these all things you have to know yourself. Fine. Let me consider this is a ball I am going to throw with a u initial velocity. See, since u is a vector quantity, yes or no, initial velocity, velocity is a vector quantity, whatever the velocity it may be. So any vector can be represented into two components. Let me consider vector f, force vector. One is horizontal component. Let me consider it is making theta with the horizontal. Then horizontal component is f cos theta. Then vertical component is f sin theta. Students, you should understand this. Horizontal component is f sin theta, f cos theta, f sin theta. Suppose if you are taking theta here, then reverse it will become. Adjacent side, no, it is f cos theta, you can write here. It is opposite side, no, f sin theta, you can write here. So any vector can be represented in the form of two components. One is horizontal component, vertical component. Then where you will get understand which is horizontal component, which is vertical, based on this theta only. This is adjacent side, no, f cos theta we will say. This is opposite side for theta, f sin theta we will say. As the same way, here also we are going to split the components here for u. Since you know u is the vector quantity, we are going to split it into two components. One is u cos theta, another one is u sin theta. Fine. After some time, the ball will reach this point. Consider this point. There also, horizontal component doesn't changes, u cos theta only. But vertical component will changes, it will decrease students. Suppose u sin theta, here let me consider 10 meter by second is the u sin theta, it will become 9 meter by second. But horizontal component is same. Okay. Let me consider the ball may reach here. Here also u cos theta it will be, and again it will changes to v2, it will decrease. Let me consider at maximum height what happens. It will be having only u cos theta, there is no change in u cos theta, but here there is no velocity, zero vertical velocity. Try to catch my point, guys. Here vertical velocity is 0 for the black at the maximum height. It means that further it may not move upside. That is the problem. It will not move upside. Okay. If it is not moving upside, means again it will return back to the ground. That is u cos theta will be same as it is, but it will changes to v3. v3 means it will increase. 0 again it will increase. So again u cos theta, v4 it will increase. So again u cos theta same, v5 it will increase. Suppose let me consider again it is reached to the ground, there also u cos theta will be there while it is reaching, but coming back u sin theta as it is. How much velocity, with what velocity it has started, with the same velocity it is going to end, with the same angle of projection theta. So these are the observations we are observing in the case of projectile motion, students. I hope you are understanding. See guys, here there are two components we are going to discuss. This is motion, 2D motion we will say. One is horizontal dimension, another one is vertical dimension, students. So fortunately we don't have any change in the horizontal velocity. See, everywhere horizontal velocity not at all going to change. U cos theta only we have. What is the advantage of this? First of all, I have to know why this velocity is not at all changing. U cos theta is not unable to change. Why? What is the reason? See, let me consider any black in the motion. Once you projected, you will leave that. See, once you projected a black, you will leave that. It is horizontal. You have projected a black like this. Okay. Once you projected a black, you will leave that. So let me consider ball you projected and left. Okay, fine. What are the forces are acting on this black? Only one force is acting, that is gravitational force G, mg. Do you know what is the acceleration created by the gravity? That is nothing but acceleration due to gravity G. So you have only vertical acceleration. Here also you have vertical acceleration only. Here also you have vertical acceleration only. Here also you have vertical acceleration only. Wherever you may take vertical acceleration only, you will be having. But horizontal acceleration is 0. Horizontal acceleration is 0. Horizontal acceleration is 0. Everywhere horizontal acceleration is 0. Why? Because no one is pushing or pulling the black horizontally. Only Earth is pulling that. That is why the reason the velocity is getting changed vertical only. Horizontal velocity is constant because horizontal acceleration is 0. But vertical acceleration ay we have, that is g, plus or minus g. When it is plus g, when the velocity is getting decreasing, it is minus g. When the velocity is getting increases, then it is plus g. Try to catch my point, students. Okay, fine. I hope you understand the basic concept regarding the projectile motion. So you make a note of this, students. So next thing what we have to take is, how can you say that the path or trajectory of the projectile, this path is parabola? Okay, that's what we are going to see now. Fine. First of all, let me consider the constant velocity we have, that is u cos theta horizontal. May I know what is the horizontal displacement covered? Write down. Horizontal, write down. Horizontal displacement covered is equals to how much? Let me consider s suffix s. X means horizontal, s means displacement, is equals to s of x is equals to, so horizontal velocity into time, students. I hope you are understanding with what time you are taking, based on that it will be getting. So what is s of x? Let me consider x itself. Horizontal displacement covered is x, you can take, no need to take s of x. Okay, Vx in a sense what? Always constant, that is u cos theta. See, you can take wherever horizontal component is u cos theta, u cos theta, u cos theta, everywhere u cos theta 1, u cos theta into t. If you want to find t value x by u cos theta, you can get. Let us say this is equation number 1. Now let me go for vertical displacement. Vertical displacement, students. What do you mean by vertical displacement? Y is equals to S is equal to ut plus half at square. That formula you can use. See, since this side uniform velocity, that's why directly I took a displacement is equal to velocity into time. But you should not take in this case. Why? Because it has some acceleration. So it has some, what do you call? It has some change in velocity. That's why definitely y is equal to S is equal to ut plus half at square. That formula you have to use. Y is equal, that means Sy is equals to, Sy means what? Vertical component of velocity. Vertical y, I am using y here, y axis. So uyt plus half ay t square. This is a formula you should use here. So Sy means what? Y. So y, we can say y because Sx means x, I told you, no? So uy means initially what is the y component? U sin theta. U sin theta into t plus means it is g value is getting decreasing, no, minus 1 by 2. Ay means what? Acceleration due to gravity, vertical, that is g value. T square means as it is t square. I hope you understand this. Now already we know t value here. So substitute in equation number, it is equation number 2. From 1 and 2 what you will be getting? Write down this. From 1 and 2 what we will be getting? Okay, I will write here, students. Write down y is equals to, fine, u sin theta into t means what? X by u cos theta, x by u cos theta, fine, closed, minus half into g into t square means what? T square, t means you know x square by u square cos square theta, t square. T means x by u cos theta, t square means x square u square by cos square theta, like that we can to take here. So u will be get cancelled here. Remaining terms I will write, students, write down. Y is equals to sin theta by cos theta, tan theta. So tan theta into x minus g into x square, directly we can use gx square by 2u square cos square theta. You check this, this is what? Very important equation of parabola. So now you can see here, see guys here, it is in the form of y is equals to, tan theta means constant, let me consider a into x minus g by 2, this all constant, no, you can say b x square. So this is nothing but parabola, no, where a is nothing but tan theta, b is nothing but g by 2 u square cos square theta. It is in the form of parabola. That is the reason why we will say that trajectory of the path of projectile is always parabola. See guys here, where y is the vertical displacement and x is the horizontal displacement, a and b are the constants here. So definitely the path or trajectory of the projectile motion is always parabola. How can you say that? Based on this equation only. This